Hi honeys, it's Michelle. I am here to do my September books to be read. And I'm doing something different this time. I'm doing my new card game to help me decide 4 of the books. Before I get to that though, I will tell you the ones that I've already picked out. And if I am in a different spot, it's because I'm sitting next to my bookshelf. This is the edge of the bookshelf here. I'm sitting on the floor and I am going to, I've got some books spread out in front of me that are normally stacked here and over here, and I'm going to be selecting my TBR that way with the tropes in the card game, if that makes sense. But that's why I'm on the floor. What did I just say? I didn't even get any of that, but I plan on reading The Death of Mrs Westaway by Ruth Ware. And I'm going to do it a little different this time, just to kind of speed it up. I'm going to just read you a blurb from each of the books, unless I know like a lot more about it, but I don't really know a lot about most of these books. A perfect executed suspense tale, very much in the mode of Daphne du Maurier's Rebecca. Well, I heard Rebecca is amazing. I did really enjoy The Woman in Cabin 10, and I feel like I've read one of her other books too. I can't remember which one, but I feel like I did. I did start this and I really like it so far. It's really good. But I'm only on page 50, so I'm not sure. We'll find out. We'll find out, or I'll find out and I'll let you know. Then I'm going to read Horrorstor by Grady Hendrix. And I'm actually doing this as a buddy read with some girls on Instagram. And it's, I shouldn't say some girls, there might be some guys in there too. Some people are in the group on Instagram. And as you can see, this book looks like an IKEA catalog. It's got all kinds of fun stuff in there. It's very creatively put together. And all that I know is it's a horror book set in a store that's like IKEA. And I couldn't find any blurbs or anything that I thought would be worth really reading to you, but it says that there's a mystery that happens in this store, and 3 employees volunteer to work a 9-hour dusk till dawn shift. And in the dead of night, they will patrol the empty showroom floor, investigate strange sights and sounds, and encounter horrors that defy the imagination. A traditional haunted house story in a thoroughly contemporary setting. That sounds like it could be pretty good, right? I used to work retail for years. I worked retail. If I added up all the retail jobs I've done, I probably did 15 years at least of retail. And I used to think about how creepy it would be to get stuck in the store at night, especially certain stores seem like they'd be creepier than others. But you think about that and it's like, okay, so I'm in this store with a bunch of mannequins and a bunch of products. What would happen if I got stuck in here overnight? Very creepy and weird to think of. My book of the month selection just happens to be a book that was in my my anticipated fall release video, and it was one of the ones that I selected from that video that I want to read. So obviously I selected it, so I'm not going to be buying any books this month. And it was Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney. And this is the one where it's a couple on their anniversary who apparently they don't know each other very well, like at all. And this is the weekend that will make or break their marriage. The wife has written the husband a letter each year but never let him read them. And apparently that is going to open up quite a few quite a few issues, and one of them has been lying about stuff, and it's pretty clear that their marriage might not sustain this weekend together. So I am super excited about reading this one. It just sounds amazing, and the reviews on it are wonderful. Okay, here is the TBR game and all the different tropes that I put together. Okay, sorry, I had a phone call that I had to take. So what I'm going to do, there's not a whole lot to it. I'm just going to roll some die, and whatever number comes through, that's how many cards I will go through, and then whatever card hits that number, I will then look at the trope that I have applied to that number and go from there. I've got these really fun cards, and that's part of the video that I did. I'm showing each of the cards, but it's an Alice in Wonderland card deck, and I love it. I think it's so fun. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle a couple times real quick. Ooh, these are new, so they're really, really stiff. Okay. All right, so I got a 6, 2, 3, 5, 6, 3 of spades, which is a book with a blue cover. Okay. Immediately I saw one that feels right. Not only is it blue, but it says blue on the cover. Decelerate Blue. This book says the future waits for no one. In this new world, speed and efficiency are everything, and the populace zooms along in a perpetually stimulated haze. Angela thinks she's the only person in her family, maybe the only person on the planet, who sees anything wrong with this picture, but the truth is, she's not alone. She finds herself recruited into a resistance movement where the key to rebellion is taking things slow. In their secret underground hideout, they create a life unplugged from the rapid fire culture outside. Can they free the rest of the world before the powers that be shut down the utopian experiment? It sounds fun, right? And this is a graphic novel. I'm excited to read that, though. I keep looking at it thinking, okay, I need to read this. All right, the next one, let's see, so 7. What is this one? Oh, a Joker. A Joker is one where I had said I get to pick whatever I want when it's a Joker. So I get to pick whatever I want. All right, I'm going to grab this one. Since it's September, we're getting closer to Halloween and everything. I'm going to, well, do I want this one or do I want that one? Ooh, you know what? I'm going to do this one. Dean Koontz Intensity. This one, tumbling hallucinogenic prose. Serious writers might do well to examine his technique. The story does not move so much as rocket up the gloomy highway with the reader in violent pursuit. I have heard this book is by one of his really better books. So that's why I decided to pick this one for myself to read. I just think it might be really worth it. Okay, let's see what's next. This is kind of fun, right? Okay, 10. Number 10 is the King of Hearts. And the King of Hearts is written the year you were born or as close as you can get. Oh boy. I don't think I have anything anywhere near the year I was born. Well, I might. Okay, 1966 is Wide Saragosso C. Let's see. $2,000. $56. Yeah, those are too old. $1983. Okay. So that's 6 years. What is the closest one? Well, it looks like I'm going to be returning to a book I loved as a teenager. Chances by Chances by Jackie Collins, about a character named Lucky Santangelo. This book it's got a copyright of 1981. I was born in 1977. That's as close as I can get. I have books that are a lot older than me. And then I have books that are a lot younger than me, but this is as close as I can get. Okay. This is the book that made Jackie Collins one of America's favorite authors. It sweeps you from the sophisticated playgrounds of Europe to the glittering gambling palaces of Las Vegas. It plunges you into the reckless, dangerous world of the Santangelo crime family. It introduces you to Gino Santangelo, the street kid who makes it all the way to the top, and then brings you to Lucky, his sensual, stunning, beautiful, and passionate daughter, a woman who dares to win her father's empire for herself, a woman unafraid of taking chances. I just watched a biography movie on Netflix about her. I don't know if you've seen it, but this book was one of the things that made women more outwardly okay with their sexuality and expressing themselves sexually and stuff. So I didn't know that when I read it in high school, but it explained a lot, let's put it that way. Very steamy. Okay, so I have picked, 3 books, and I was going to pick 5. Okay. Okay, 11. What do we have? Oh, The King of Diamonds. Okay, The King of Diamonds is a classic. Classic, huh? All right, I think of this as a classic, or at least it's a classic writer. The Tuesday Club Murders by Agatha Christie. I think this one looks kind of fun. Well, said Joyce, how would it be if we formed a club? What is it today, Tuesday? We will call it the Tuesday Night Club. It is to meet every week, and each member in turn has to propound a problem, some mystery of which they have personal knowledge, and to which, of course, they know the answer. Let me see, how many are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We ought to really be 6. You have forgotten me, my dear, said Miss Marple, smiling brightly. Joyce was slightly taken aback, but she concealed the fact. That would be lovely, Miss Marple, she said. I didn't think you would care to play. That's what the book is about. I feel like any book by Agatha Christie is a classic. I hope well, let me know if you agree. I don't know. But that's what I decided to pick. I'm looking at all my other classics, and they're like very thick. And I've got 2 very thick books here. So I if I'm going to actually read all of these in 1 month, I want to make sure they're not too long. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's one more book. Okay. Okay, 7. What do we have? The 9 of Hearts. Okay. And the 9 of Hearts is a book set during Christmas. Okay. Let's see. A book set during Christmas. Since I'm not really in the Christmas mood yet, I don't want to read an actual, like, warm-hearted Christmas book. Not yet. So I decided to go ahead and grab Silent Night 2 by R.L.Stine. Sure, she promised to be nicer after last year's horrors. But a rich, spoiled, gorgeous girl like Riva Dalby always thinks she can have anything, or anyone, she wants, and never pay. But now it's payback time. Someone is out to kidnap Riva. This year, Santa is bringing Riva a little holiday fear, and just around the corner is the biggest, most gruesome Christmas gift of all. Murder. And it's hers. So that sounds like it could be fun or a little bit sad. So that's it. These are the books that I am hoping to read in September. I feel like I got much better about sticking to my TBR last month. There was 2 I didn't read. One of them I've already started now, so I'm still definitely reading it. And the other one is kind of a summer read, and I've just decided that I don't want to keep reading summer reads at this point. I feel in my mind summer's over. And it's all in my head. It's not really over if I go outside. But in my mind, it's over. What did you think of this kind of format with the TBR books? I think it's kind of fun, but I want to know what you think. Do you think it's a fun way to pick which books I'm going to read? I really appreciate your input, and let me know if you've read any of these books. Let me know what you plan on reading in September. Is there anything that you're really looking forward to? Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or night. I love you. Bye.